Good afternoon, and welcome. Yeah, that's right. Give me a little sugar. And welcome to IBEW Local 375 Liederplatz. Yeah. These performances today are sponsored by WDIY 88.1 FM, which is Lehigh Valley Public Radio, located right here in the south side of Bethlehem. Me, I'm a programmer at WDIY. I'm Donna McGavro, AKA The Doctor, and I'm here to introduce these guys. 30 years ago today, George-Hrab moved to Bethlehem, just steps away. This is like technically his backyard. He's traveled the world, but he prefers to stay in our fair city and is a proud resident. In fact, George-Hrab is a multi-instrument, yes, that's right, for Bethlehem, yay! George-Hrab is a multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, storyteller, science advocate, producer, and composer. He's produced 7 studio albums, 800 plus podcasts, 2 books, and a concert DVD. His current project is This Exact Band, featuring Vinnie Puccio on bass, Matt Asti on keyboards. These fellas might look familiar to you because they play with Philadelphia Funk Authority. And Eric Kenlin, who has the unenviable job of being a drummer in a drummer's band. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the George-Hrab Band.
Thank you, Donna. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop shouting, he can't hear you. You've never left his ears. Same messages delivered. Same thing for years and years. Stop shouting, he's not changing. Don't think that he has a choice. And though you're the one Ladies and gentlemen, we are the George HraBand. By sheer dint of coincidence, my name is George HraB. Thank you for supporting live music played by actual human beings. You've met Vinnie on the bass. You've met Eric on the drums. You've met Maddie over there on the keyboards. Those two guys sing as well. We're gonna play a bunch of songs. We have about 56 minutes left to entertain you. There is room to dance. Please feel free to shake your shoulders rhythmically. I've had enough of buying one and getting one for free. I've had enough of non-dairy creamer and tuning A to 440. I've had enough of Edison-style light bulbs and the efficacy of easy-off oven cleaner. I've had enough of clever coffee-based Wi-Fi passwords and brunch with the gals. I've had enough of shopping mall kiosks and months with less than 31 days. I've had enough of wall-to-wall carpeting and the durability of flex tape. Did we know where we were going? Did we leave it up to chance? Was it an issue of inertia or the advantage of advance? Did we know what to do? Can we leave it to the careless hands of fate? Was it the prospect of protection? Was it a little too late? I've had enough of 3x5 cards and serpentine queues at the bank. I've had enough of Greek-style yogurt and all the options available when buying multi-sided dice. I've had enough of making every item in the diorama perfectly to scale. I've had enough of instant access instantly and no credits at the start of the movie. Did we know where we were going? Did we leave it up to chance? Was it an issue of inertia or the advantage of advance? Did we know what to do? Can we leave it in the careless hands of fate? Was it the prospect of protection? Was it a little too late? I've had enough of all kinds of things, especially lyric sheets. I've had enough of unconventional forms and going to the bridge semi-unexpectedly. In our thoughts we were expecting something very unexpected. Though we had help in directing, somehow it was undetected. We could sense the things infecting all of those that were infected. So we tried to stop rejecting those of those we had rejected. I've had enough of gorilla suits being used as costumes in cheap science fiction. I've had enough of future plans based on Mercator projections. I've had enough of everything spices being available separate from the everything bagel. I've had enough of redubbed Bob Hope specials where they make it look like he's rapping. I've had enough of custom kitchen cabinets that are secret portals to other worlds. I've had enough of quantum-based computing that really wants to calculate using ones and zeros. Did we know where we were going? Did we leave it up to chance? Was it an issue of inertia or the advantage of advance? Did we know what to do? Can we leave it in the careless hands of fate? Was it the prospect of protection? Was it a little too late? Thank you so much. You got it, Eric. Eric, make it funky now. know you think I am the best. But let me get a few things off of my chest. Because I stand alone with what you call a frown. Does not mean I'm stuck up. If anything, I'm stuck down. I know you think I am the poo. But I promise you, the truth is further from true. I'd rather have you wonder what I'm all about than open up my mouth and remove any doubt. Don't you assume you really know me. Don't you assume I'm sad and lonely. You might wonder what I'm not revealing. Looks can be concealing after all. I know you think I'm where it's at. But don't forget I see myself as bald and fat. I promise you there is much more than what you see. But your assumptions tend to make an ass of just me. Don't you assume you really know me. Don't you assume I'm sad and lonely. Don't look for answers on the ceiling. Looks can be concealing. After all of the people who would rather be by themselves aren't inherently unhappy. So don't pile up your assumptions. You be the life of the party, and I'll be the party of my life. I'll be the party of my life. You can be the life, but I will party hardy through the party of my life. I know you think my stank don't stink. I'm sorry, Mr. Gladwell, I'm more blank than blink. The first of courses tend to become just desserts. I hope you'll stick around for seconds and maybe thirds. For seconds and maybe thirds. For seconds and maybe thirds. Don't you assume you really know me. Don't you assume I'm sad and lonely. You might find my thick skin appealing. Looks can be concealing after all. Looks can be concealing after all. Looks can be concealing after all. Like Donna said, I moved in to my condo, which is right across the block there, 30 years ago, Musikfest week. Here's a quick impression of me moving in. Excuse me. Moving a couch through a Musikfest crowd is not recommended, but if you want to do it, do it. So how about raising a glass to Bethlehem and Musikfest 40 years, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. This is a song about saying hello after saying goodbye. One-way streets and pre-sleep drips fill the trip with anticipation. Cautious calls during a busy fall through the hall of pastime. Recollections on the phone of not being alone, of passing ships, skip trips, and paid debts, and lost pets. Man, it's good to hear your voice, nicely sized and mildly spiced. 50 stories told while 50 stories heard. They are something, but they don't know a new dispensation to fill the calendar's empty squares, smiling stares and pulled out chairs, beginning from the last stand, lots cast and lots past and nicely sized and mildly spiced. 50 stories told while 50 stories heard. They are something, but they don't know what that something really is. Could it be that so much time has passed right by? Could it be that so much time has passed right? Why's been said so many times? Here's to hello. Mildly spiced and nicely sized. 50 stories told while 50 stories heard. They are something, but they don't know what that something really is. Could it be that so much time has passed right by? How could it be that so much time has passed right? Why's been said so many times? Here's to hello. Here's to hello. Here's to hello. Here's to hello. Are there any children of the 80s out there, perchance? I'm sorry, but our generation was where it was at, right? This is for all of you. 1, 2, 3, ha! All I need is a TV show that on the radio. Down Nicely done. Singing in 13/4, ladies and gentlemen. Way to go. On the keyboards right over there, that's Matthew. Please say hi to Matthew. Matthew and Vinnie are both playing with the Philadelphia Funk Authority this evening, 10 o'clock, over at Arts Quest at the Musikfest Cafe. Please make your way. You have 6 hours to get over there, so please make your way over there eventually after the show. Wind your way slowly. Have the mug in front of you. Turn the light on. It'll guide you right to PFA, okay? Matthew's been getting philosophical lately, and he wants to talk about it.
It seems like half the world's on fire, the other half is drowning, and happiness is hard to feel when all the world is frowning. Children suffer, parents cry, and lives are torn asunder. It sometimes feels there's no relief to all the weight we're under. Bullets fly and airplanes crash, and nation battles nation. We're all searching for some way to help the situation. Now, what if I told you I'd found a way to fix disaster? A simple trick to mend all ills that anyone can master. Please listen as we offer up a cure with no compunction. Our remedy involves just 2 words and 1 conjunction.
Thoughts and prayers. Just offer up thoughts and prayers. The perfect way to fix a mess with guaranteed success. And best of all, this effort is 100% effortless. Thoughts and prayers. Just offer up thoughts and prayers. The first and only response from you for crises old and new. It's heartfelt and it's humble and it's the least that you can do. Literally, thoughts and prayers. The perfect way to put on airs. You can announce to all without discretion this glib expression and offer up the one phrase no one ever seems to question. Thoughts and prayers. Like rearranging the Titanic's deck chairs, checking the pressure on the Hindenburg there, buying soup for Linda Blair. So what, it doesn't help a thing. It shows you care, you really care. Anyone can use these words, they are the best we've got. And they can solve your problem if by solve you mean do squat. But they make you feel good, and that's a universal animus. Who cares if they do any good? You get to feel magnanimous. Oh, thoughts and prayers. Like some cheap linguistic laissez-faire. Perfect pronouncements for a public display. It's just a thing to say. And by doing this, you just imply you hope the problem goes away. Thoughts and prayers, often from billionaires. It's a kind of sacrifice, you see. Why can't we all agree? I've said 3 words, is that not enough? Just how much do you want from me? A thought and a prayer. From politician or charge d'affaires. Instead of passing some legislation or a regulation. So what if you're elected? Why should you cut short your own vacation? A prayer and a thought. It's like a badge of honor you just bought. You're cashing in on all the lives that were lost, the hopes and dreams that were tossed. I think you are mistaking priceless with no cost, and yet sometimes someone grabs a box and fills it with some stuff, or volunteers, or lends a hand, or does a job that's tough. You're doing God's work, they say, but somehow misconstrue it. Of course we have to do God's work, it's not like God'll do it. Oh, thoughts and prayers. I've had enough of your thoughts and prayers. My intention is not to displease, but I am ill at ease with how all your investments stop right after all your sympathies. Thoughts and prayers. I've had enough of this entire affair. Even though your moral sense may be stinking, here's a thought I'm thinking. I pray you're never gonna have to deal with any trauma. But if you do, I'll be sending out my thoughts and prayers to you.
And then you'll see how much good it will do.
Matt Asti right there. About 3 months ago, I released my seventh studio album. It's called Terpsichore. Terpsichore is the muse of dance, in case you're wondering, and just again, by sheer coincidence, it's available for sale right over there. Come see me or the lovely Donna afterwards, and we'll hook you up. You can have a CD or a thumb drive. If you're not a physical kind of music person, which is totally cool, we can hook you up with a digital version of the whole thing. Fantastic. This is one of the songs off that album. This is called Bitter Angelica. Angelica reminded me. Thank you. Eric is going to play the sexiest beat he knows.
Watch out.
Are you ready for it? Can you handle it? Liederplatz, I think you're ready for it. Make it sexy, please. Oh, there it is, yeah. So I grew up as a drummer in the 80s, and my drum teacher always told me, go check out Genesis, check out Rush, check out King Crimson, check out all these bands that play very complex, but you should also check out this new record that's just come out. This was back in 1985, 84. So check it out. You should learn how to groove with this record. That record was a record by Anita Baker. I love this album. We're going to play one of the songs off it. So Anita, forgive me, but I have to do it. Because if you're going to play a Genesis tune, you might as well play an Anita Baker song as well. How sweet it is. It's such a good album. Go get it. It's amazing. All right, this is a song I wrote for my niece and nephew a couple of years back. This is called When I Was Your Age. When I was your age, the phone was tied to the wall with a kinky, twisty 3.5-foot cord. It's hard to believe, but it had a ring that could not be turned off or ignored. You couldn't choose the sound of the ring, it was just the sound we called the phone. We'd never heard of a ringtone. When I was your age, video games looked nothing like the illustrations on the box. All of the graphics consisted of nothing more than simple lines and dots. Missiles were just a few pixels, and the jungle swinging guy, he was a stick figure. Yeah, nothing bigger. When I was your age, when I was your age, when I was your age, we had this stuff called film. You would stick in a camera before you took a shot, and then you had to wait like a month until you could tell what pictures you got. You would hand the film to a guy in a parking lot who lived in a booth. Oh yes, it's the truth. When I was your age, you had to wait till the movie was either in the theater or on TV. If you wanted adventure, you couldn't rent adventure, you just had to wait and see. And once you were watching, you couldn't stop or pause. Or even try to rewind, but we didn't mind. And I was your age. When I was your age, you see me as a grown-up, singing from the stage. I bet you can't believe I was ever your age. I was your age. When I was your age, I loved watching Star Wars, but I hear you like Star Wars more than me. I wanted to be Indiana Jones, and Dr. Jones is who you aspire to be. And I love playing with Lego, and Lego are what you currently build and rearrange. Guess some things never change. When I was your age, I didn't like doing homework, but when it was finished, it always felt real good. I didn't like brushing my teeth, cause I brushed my teeth because Bert and Ernie said that I should. I didn't like listening to Mom, though I knew deep inside it was the right thing to do. And hey, so do you. You know what's true? Before you can say boo, you'll be my age too. Thank you. All right, we're going to play something we call our English medley. This is our English medley, and I have to say, I just realized someone's in the audience. So when you're a kid and a relative of yours is like 10 years older than you are, whatever they say is gospel, especially when you're trying to be cool. My cousin Roman is here. I haven't seen him in a very long time. There he is. He was the guy that said, stop listening to Cyndi Lauper and listen to Talking Heads. Stop listening to Hall & Oates and listen to Frank Zappa. Stop listening. Not that I had anything wrong with Cyndi Lauper and Hall & Oates, believe me. So I'm so glad you're here, man. So cool. So this is going out to you there. The purveyor of cool music to a young lad. You know the place where nothing is real. Well, here's another place you can go, where everything flows. Looking through the bent back tulips to see how the other half lives. Looking through a glass onion. I told you about the walrus and me, man. You know that we're as close as can be, man. Well, here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul, standing on the cast iron shore, yeah. Lady Madonna trying to make ends meet, yeah. Looking through a glass onion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking through a glass onion. Tell you, man, he living there still. Well, here's another place you can be. Listen to me. Fixing a hole in the ocean. Trying to make a dovetail joint, yeah. Looking through a glass onion. Eric Kenlin on the vocal there for ya.
Thank you.
Thank you much. The following song is 100% true. People ask me why I broke into a jail. It's 'cause all my friends were there. Then I preached from the roof of a Wendy's while just clad in underwear. I stole a telephone pole and then I denied it. I stole a cop car with a cop still inside it. To be clear, I was not drinking and driving. I only drank at the red lights. Then I walked out of the Walmart gingerly with steak and lobster down my tights. If you don't believe me, you can be forgiven. You'll understand when you learn what state I live in. I am a Florida man. I am a Florida man. From Jacksonville to Lakeland. I am a Florida man. I gave a fake name to avoid an arrest. The fake name was wanted too. Was caught shoplifting at the Kohl's downtown. I was at the Kohl's for a job interview. Was asked to leave the park because karate can't be practiced on swans and ducks. I stole a bunch of rare coins worth $30K. The coin star gave me $30. Tried to pay for Mickey D's with weed. Tried to use my own mixtape as ID. Why? I am a Florida man. Sing along now. I am a Please remember that my vote counts the same as yours, maybe more. I had relations with a miniature horse, but I wore protection just in case. Put on a bull costume, then used pasta sauce to burn down my ex's place. Called 911 when all my vodka ran out. Attacked my family with homemade sauerkraut. Was arrested riding a manatee. Used a public library computer to print out my own counterfeit money. As you listen, there's one thing you must do, and that's believe every word of this is true. It's all true, yeah, true. Why? I am a Florida man. I am a Florida man with a limited attention span. Huh. Span. I am a Florida man. Thank you so much. We got time for one more. Like I said, we got CDs right over here, as well as thumb drives, as well as a DVD, as well as, I have CDs. I think I have Led Zeppelin 2. I think I also have a semi-scratched copy of a Duran Duran thing. But like the first 7 tracks are perfect, so we'll make a deal. We'll make a deal. This is one more shot here. Again, thank you to Musikfest for supporting musicians for 40 frickin' years. Thanks to all of you for supporting musicians for more than 40 frickin' years. Thanks to everybody who came out. And I have to thank this band. These guys are just unbelievable that they're interested and can play my music as brilliantly as they play it. Give it up, please, for Maddie, Eric, and Vinnie. Here's another song which is 100% true. We want you to go home full of knowledge. We want you to go home without any misconceptions. Maybe you have some misconceptions. We're going to fix those misconceptions for you right now. All right? 1, 2, 3, You don't know what you think you know. What you think you know is often wrong. You don't know what you think you know, but you could know what is in this song. You don't seal in juices by searing meat. You don't get headaches from too much MSG. There's a 50-day shelf life for each Twinkie, though you probably thought they'd last an eternity. The historical Buddha was not a fat guy. Sharks can get cancer before they die, and though some textbooks say it's true, the blood in your veins is at no point blue. You don't know what you think you know. What you think you know is often wrong. You don't know what you think you know, but you could know what is in this song. Let the meat cake was never said by Marie Antoinette. Marco Polo did not bring home spaghetti. Just because dogs pant doesn't mean they don't sweat. The pads on their paws get a teeny tiny bit wet. Bats are not blind, they have limited sight. Did you know Napoleon was of average height? The Chevy Nova was a hit and did sell in Mexico and Venezuela as well. You don't know what you think you know. What you think you know is often wrong. You don't know what you think you know, but you could know what's in this song. Edison did not invent the incandescent light.
Ford did not invent the car or build the first assembly line site.
And how about James Watt? Did he invent the steam engine?
Not.
And though we know that you say that you swear you've seen it, George Washington Carver did not invent the peanut. You don't know what you think you know. What you think you know is often wrong. You don't know what you think you know, but you could know what is in this song. Sugar does not cause hyperactivity. Glass does not flow super slowly. Rust does not cause tetanus. You see, if you want to wake a sleepwalker, hey, feel free. Hair does said, you don't know what you think you know, but you could know what is in this song. Albert Einstein never failed a single math test. A cop doesn't have to say he's a cop if he's pressed. Milk doesn't cause phlegm to come up out of your chest. Lemmings don't kill themselves, who'd have guessed? It's okay to crack your knuckles, no damage will be done. You can taste everywhere on your tongue. Let me say one thing, no one can rebuke. A vomitorium's an exit and not a place to puke. You don't know what you think you know, what you think you know is often wrong. You don't know what you think you know, but you could know what is in this song. He did not invent the radio.
Did Thomas Crapper invent the flush toilet?
No, no, no. But using their brains and persistence, they improve stuff already in existence. And yet, for some reason, this myth remains that human beings only use 10% of their brains. Humans use 100% of their brains. Humans use 100% of their brains. Please stop saying humans only use 10%. Seriously, if there's one thing you take away from this entire festival, it's the simple fact that humans use 100% of their brains. Key change! You don't know what you think you know, but now you know what you think could be wrong. Now you know what you think could be wrong, cause you listen to all of the stuff in this song. Ladies and gentlemen, we're the George HraBand. That's Matt, that's Eric, that's Vinnie. My name is George. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to all the volunteers at Musikfest. Thanks to the fantastic sound crew at Musikfest. Thanks to all of you at Musikfest. Now we're all slightly less right.